What's going on, everyone? Kelly Cavalera here, one half of 7 Era Media, and welcome to today's edition of the Honky Tonk Highway, episode number 55. That's right, we made it to 55, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. If you haven't yet, please like, follow, share, subscribe, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. That way you don't miss nothing we do. That way you make sure you are always informed of when we post stuff, when we go live, all the craziness. Just a couple quick reminders. Don't forget, we are just over a week away from the 7 and 7 workshop. Go join the group 7 and 7 events. We're going to give 7 workshops in 7 hours from 7 choreographers that have qualified for the finals of the USLDCC. All of us will be teaching dances that have qualified us for the finals that we will be competing in December at the Florida Line Dance Classic now due to the corona. And every one of us have a shot at winning a chance to teach at World Dance Masters next year. You got myself, Chris Jocks, Wendy Smith, Tracy Jackson, Taylor Hickey, Nicole Calger, and then me and Chris Jocks will be doing a duo teach, him in Massachusetts, being in Florida, live on the air at the same time. Also, if you didn't catch Tuesdays, the Honky Tonk Highway is now on the radio. Yes, that's right. We are on Line Dance Radio now. Hugely grateful for Dave Morgan and the crew over there to ask me to come on and be a DJ for them. So every Tuesday from 9 to 11 Eastern Time, 2 to 4 UK time, the Honky Tonk Highway hits the air for 2 hours on Line Dance Radio. Pretty much what we're doing here, interviews, talking about events. When the events start, we're going to do event recaps right after they happen, and I get to play music. So, last week we did an update on, we went back and looked at Fort Wayne Dance for All 2020. This coming Tuesday, my entire show is going to be about the Big Bang Dance Classic 2020, coming off the yesterday's news that Will Craig posted on Big Bang's Facebook page that he is ending the Big Bang after 8 years. We're going to do an entire show to pay tribute to the Big Bang. So a huge shout out to my buddy Will Craig and that. So, without further ado, guys, another top 10 show. Everyone loved Guyton's. I thank you for that. Guyton even called me up afterwards when he watched it and said he enjoyed it. Decided to do another one. Little bit of bonus. We're going to have a guest with me, but just to give everyone a heads up, I will not be playing any music in the videos that we play. I will be posting a playlist on my YouTube channel afterwards, on mine and Kelly's YouTube channel, actually the 7 Hour Media one, with the songs. I don't want to get kicked off of Facebook tonight. And also, this is my opinion. These are what I feel that I think Fred's, I kept wanting to say Sheds, just for the whole Shane and Fred thing from the last couple of weeks, as Fred's laughing at me off screen here. So that way, it's my opinion, totally my opinion. I'm picking these dances. Yes, Miriam, there will be no sound on the videos that we will be playing of the dances due to the fact that I do not want us to get kicked off of Facebook. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my special guest, amazing choreographer, a good friend of mine. Heard he's a decent golfer too from Shane. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Fred Whitehouse. What's up, brother?
Yo. I don't know about that introduction. Shed, Ted, Frame, Shame.
Well, I got between the eyebrows being named and the whole changing. Oh, Shane coming out hard. Shane, you're already changing your bet. Yesterday, your bet was Limelight was going to be number 1. Now today, his prediction is Tiptoe is number 1. Georgina says, I think nope. Hey, Jesse, welcome. Glad to see you on. So, Fred, I know I asked you this already. You have a piece of paper and a pen in front of you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. First off, we're not going to let you carry the pen for the whole show because last Georgina yelled at me. But I want you to write down, because in case anybody missed it, Fred and Georgina actually picked my 1 and 2 for Guyton. Fred picked number 1. Georgina picked number 2. Fred guessed that I was going to pick Natural Selection. And Georgina picked that I would pick Sound of Silence. So, I want you to write down what you think my number 1's going to be. Right now. I already have my list. It's here. It's written down. I already have it. I have my honorable mentions, and I have my top 10 in order. So, go ahead. Right, you have your number 1 written down? He's getting a guess. He's thinking.
I'm thinking about you because...
I know, I'm an odd duck.
Now you're making me think. Are you going country? Are you not going country? Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna go with this.
I don't think you do know unless you looked at the list, babe. Kelly Hartford saying, I know, LOL. Unless you looked at the list, and I don't know if you did. Um, Shane saying his vote is Limelight will be the people's number one. Tiptoe is his number one. Guys, if you have a vote, please put in your comments right now what you think my number one is going to be. We're going to start with the honorable mentions. Again, the videos that I'm going to play for me and Fred to talk about aren't going to have music on them. I will share a playlist to YouTube, and I'll share it onto Facebook afterwards for you can go back and watch them all. So I came up with 7 honorable mentions because these were close. I actually went through your entire Copper Novelist twice to make sure I didn't miss anything. You know what? I was hard. Well, because a couple years ago I found a track that I wanted to write to, and I came to you at World Dance Masters, and I totally forgot that you, Jose, and JP wrote to one song I found, and you did too until we started talking about it. You taught at the experience.
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
So a couple of my honorable mentions. Let's switch over to the video screen now. I'm gonna play the first one. I think it's already up there. It is. I'm pretty sure you're gonna recognize this as it flips. I got the video. It's I Don't Mind. It's the you and Shane pole dancing song. So the video I'm playing is Fred demoing it, of course. You play a video. Jim wants to know if I'm going to be able to play a video of you dancing and not sweating. I'm not sure.
Not possible. Not possible.
So tell us what you and Shane were thinking about when y'all came up with this.
Do we ever think is probably the straight answer. Oh, bro, really? You know, me and Shane actually choreographed this in Amsterdam Airport, Amsterdam Schiphol Airport. Let's see. I don't even know. I don't even know what year that was. It was before Christmas, like way before Christmas. And we had Stoke coming up in January. And we were going through some tracks, and we had such a long layover in Amsterdam, like 3-4 hours or something. And we said, you know what, let's hit a new dance. Let's do it. And we started messing around. Even some of the staff working at the airport stopped, watched us, and were like, what are you guys doing? And we kind of were like, we're making up a dance. Trying to. They're like, oh, it looks cool. Then we come up with this idea thinking like the pole was this like, is it too much? Is it not enough? Is it a little bit on the borderline? And we're like, hey, you know what? It's all a bit of fun.
Oh, of course. What's funny is I don't know if you have something up in front of you where you can see the comments. When I asked you what y'all were thinking, your wife put a stripper probably.
Yes.
So a couple other ones of my that made my honorable mention. One I couldn't find a really good video of. I found a couple of videos. Was actually Sarah Beth. The Rascal Flatts. Oh, I went old school. Yes, the Rascal Flatts track. Sarah Beth. Listen by you and Guyton. That was also on Guyton's honorable mention, I believe. The other one that was on my honorable mention was another one by you guys, and I'm pop the video up here. And this one almost made the top 10. This was very close, but it's Lay It Back.
Oh yeah.
Here's a video of you and Guyton in it. I know Shane was on this with you guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Lay It Back. That was for sure. We done that for the Danish event. And we flew in a day early, and Guyton was already there before me and Shane. And Guyton's going to tell you this straight up. He turned up to the event, not with a dance, nothing nope. Prepped, but like, come on. He's done this how many times?
But did that surprise you?
No.
Okay then.
No, not at all. So like me and Shane, not that were super organized, but we were organized for this event. So we had new dancers prepped, ready to rock and continue for the madness that was going to be from Danish event onto like New Line with Big Dave. And Guyton was like, dude, you got to listen to these tracks. Let's do something to it. And me and Shane were like, we can't write any more. We've got too many. But as soon as he played Lay It Back, oh, get out of town. It was just fun.
Yeah, it was. It's another one we still see around Florida. Some people still do it in the country bars around here. They all play the hip hop song, and this is one that's still
Wow, sweet.
So the other one, I have two more in my honorable mention. The other one was Follow Me.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. And the reason I remember this dance is because me and Amy used to West Coast to it all the time before she knew it. It was the one track that we always used to get Jill or someone to play when we're at like Myrtle Beach because we loved the West Coast to it. So Follow Me. So my last honorable mention, and Shane, I'm about to bust your bubble, but your pick for my number one was in my honorable mention. Not even in my top 10, and that was Tiptoe. Tiptoe was my last honorable mention. I'm sure Shane's thinking, what are you thinking right now? But here's a video I found of Fred doing Tiptoe. Yeah, it wasn't. It like I said, I went through and you have done some amazing dances, and it was hard. It was definitely hard to pick a top 10, but this is definitely this was close. This was a close one.
Damn.
This was close.
Tiptoe done well for me.
Do what?
It done really well for me.
It
Tiptoe
did.
done good. It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun little dance to put together.
So that's the honorable mention. I listed off. I'm sorry, I've actually had 6 on the honorable mention list.
Dang.
Lay It Back, I Don't Mind, Sarah Beth, Listen, Follow Me, and Tiptoe. Shane's like Shane, wait till you see the top 10, brother. I guarantee you there's some on these lists that you're going to be like, okay, maybe not. So, here we go. Top 10. Number 10. And this one is because it gets done everywhere, and I see it get done all over the place. And I've seen a lot of instructors call this one one of their favorite dances that you've ever written. So, and it was written by you with 2 other people, a famous couple that I said that y'all should get into a choreography competition with last night. It was written to you with the Baileys, and that's Shady.
Yeah.
Here's the video I'm throwing up is actually of Darren over at MIT. Definitely one of the best dances I've seen come out, and it's done all over the place. It's done by all levels. I see John Robinson to this day will stop whatever he's doing and run across a hotel to dance this dance, no matter what he's doing.
John has been an awesome supporter with this one. He's taught it loads, to be fair. So big shout out to John for teaching this one. This was a way back when, I probably told the story before, but way back when we found Trespassin track, Shady was on the same album.
Yep.
We held on to it for a long time. Then in April, we were at a dance event in France with Carolina, and Amy was there. I think it's kind of at the very start when Darren and Amy kind of met officially, kind of like one of them times, as texting and meeting up, and this all kind of led into this dance, and we said, well, sure, why not? Why don't we choreograph something? Held it from April, didn't do it at any events, didn't release it, didn't even teach it, and the video you're playing, MIT, I think, is where Darren sent people crazy with this, and it just went crazy.
Yes, he did.
Times.
Shane said the only way I can make it up to him if your top 3 all has his name on it as well. So, all right. So number 9, and this one's going on. Okay, so when you started talking country, so I have to say for me, and this is funny for this because I know a lot of dancers, especially more intermediate advanced dancers, that the minute they see on a step sheet that it has a country track, a lot of them won't even look at it.
Mm-hmm.
If they see your name following that, though, I feel you have this ability to get people to at least attempt country songs. And number 9 for me is one you did with Mr. McKeever, so he can't get mad at me anymore. And it's Light a Candle.
Yeah! Yes, Shane.
So here it is from Eurodance, the video I'm playing. I actually found 2 videos of you, and one of them is you on the stage, and the other one is Shane's in the back. So...
Oh, damn.
But Light a Candle, great track. Chris Young, just amazing. Amazing track.
That track is awesome. Chris Young is awesome.
Yes.
Country music is awesome.
I agree with you.
Oh, man. You know, me and Shane also choreographed this in an airport.
What's the odds? What
See
are
this
the odds?
fucking theme here? Oh, man. You know,
odds?
people think me and Shane like live really close together, so this like collaboration can happen like really easily. It really doesn't, and it's probably when we're taking a flight to somewhere is when we get to catch up and meet up. But to be fair, in lockdown, I've probably seen more of Shane than I have of Georgina, but she's probably going to pipe in and say that on the
I'll say she's probably not upset about that, though.
Nah. Yeah, a bit of a break, I think. But Light a Candle is definitely a great West Coast swing track.
Yes.
And we try to do it. I think if we were to rewrite that track, we could probably play around with the ending, which is super fast. Dun 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 start. Even though it hits all the beats, just I think accessibility.
Right.
We could have messed around with it a little bit because section B is very dancey. You know, to get the most out of the lyrics, to get the most out of the movements,
right.
It was a very danceable section B, if I can recall that one. But yeah, definitely a good track.
Yes, great track. So number 8 is the dance that I feel that probably everyone realized who you were. And you end up coming over. It's when Darren was supposed to be at the Florida line. Back then it was Tampa Bay Line Dance Classic. And he wasn't able to make it. And they said, well, why don't you bring the choreographer? Why don't you bring Fred over? And it was Trespassing. And I apologize to the rest of the Whitehouse family. The video that I'm going to play that I have for Trespassing, if I'm not mistaken, because I've met them both, has both of your sisters dancing behind you in it. Your one sister actually posted it. We won't talk about the shirt, Fred. We won't talk about the red and white checkered shirt.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about the shirt?
But both of Fred's sisters are the 2 girls behind him. I've got to meet them both. Amazing family. Yes, that was Madison chair dancing in the last video, Jim. At Eurodance. She was the one dancing on the chair. Sorry, Danielle. She's like, no, get it off. But this is probably the dance that I'd say everyone realized who you were.
Oh, Trespassin is a dance that will definitely follow me. Yep. Maybe because of the shirt more so than the dance. But you know, in the video, I think that you're posted. My 2 nieces actually, the twins, are on that also, and they're still dancing with us in the dance club.
Georgina just posted that too. One the school uniform, one on each side. So it's like an entire family affair here.
I know, right? So it was pretty cool. And it was cool that happened. But I choreographed that with Darren, I don't know when was that, 2013 maybe? Wow, I think something.
You still look young. You look so young in this video.
Look what's happened. This is what getting married does to you. Look. Lockdown. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm downstairs. She's up. It's fine.
Big Jim wants to know, is that you or Bob's big boy in the front dancing with the checkered shirts?
I thought we were friends.
Oh, man. But yeah, definitely Trespassing. I definitely thought... Oh, Willie said he thought Trespassing would be in the top 3. I'm telling you, this is a hard list, Willie. Shane's going to realize this is a hard list because you forget how many dances he's done.
Kelly, you are rattling some feathers here. You're ruffling them up. I'm telling you.
Oh, trust me, I did the same thing with Guyton's. Don't feel bad.
Damn.
Jesse said, "That's
Interesting.
Darren's dance. Who is Fred?"
Bro, you know, Georgina said the exact same thing the first time I ever met her at Eurodance 2014. I get up to dance and she's like, "Oh, you know Darren's dance?" No, this would be me and Darren's dance.
Yep.
And I was like, "Wow, what a way to make an impression." Clearly being insulted worked.
All right, so that's number 8. Number 7, you'll probably kill me for making this in my top 7, but this is another one that I feel that just stands out, and it's probably the one dance you hate dancing the most of yours. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a you and Darren dance again. It is, and it's Make It Shake. Make It Shake comes in at number 7. Ooh, he's breathing heavy. I hope that's not what he wrote down as number 1. It is, isn't it? What?
No.
It's not?
No.
But I found a really good video. Sorry for the bounciness. But in the video is Rebecca Lee with them too. In the mall. This video was, I found this video, and this video is priceless. Watching Rebecca and a couple of her dancers dancing with you guys. Absolutely classic.
She's insane. And her dancers are insane also. You know, Make It Shake was choreographed for a bit of fun. Never ever, right? Never ever did me and Darren think that it would have done what it did. Done? Whatever. The English is incorrect. We just did not expect it to happen. And we were like, really? The guys are still wanting to do this one? Then I get to Tampa, and Louis or JP,
Yep.
I think maybe JP, I'm not sure who was the culprit. They looped it. They looped it so it didn't finish, and it continued, and I was like, talk about sweat. Some of the guys in the comments were saying, "Oh, you got a video with the sweat?" That time it was like whoosh, buckets, bad times. But it is actually a good, fun dance, and the energy it creates with the people, the atmosphere is kind of cool to see. It's kind of cool.
Willie just asked, "Who's the 2 old guys dancing in the middle of all these young people?"
Oh yeah, actually I don't know who they are. Oh yeah, imagine that.
So number 6. Number 6, I'm going with someone that I'm pretty sure everyone would knew this would be in the top 10. And let me pull it up here. It was written by you and Guyton, and it's "Take Me to Church." This dance, no way I could leave this out of my top 10. Oh, he's breathing. He's still looking down. Was that your number 1?
Nah.
So here's a little demo. This one's not a long video, guys, from Boston Line Dance Showdown when they were there. This is them demoing, and this dance again took the world by surprise. They didn't see it coming, and it's just between the music and the choreography was definitely just no words.
Take Me to Church. I just wish it had a little bit more intro time before you could step forward to start the dance off. You know Guyton as well as I do, and everybody who's in the choreography world knows Guyton, and everybody knows Guyton goes to Stoke to kind of do something crazy. And I got to Stoke, and Guyton says, like he did with me and Shane that one time, he's like, "Dude, come and listen to this track with me." So off we went up to the room, and as Guyton does in Stoke, he gets his like corner kind of party big room kind of to have a few folks in and a few blast shots, as G does, and he goes, "Dude, listen to this track. Do you feel it?" And I was like, "Oh, it's very different. It's like haunting. It gets you."
Yeah.
Then we started choreographing it, and things led it into A, B, and C, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then he started going with this whole like knife cutting thing, and I was like, "Dude, I think you've gone one step too far." Nah, I haven't. I was like, "Really? You're going to actually get people to
And he
he's like,
did.
yeah. He goes, this is Stoke. I can do what I want. I said, okay. I'll be down the back when you're teaching it. Okay, just shout at me. Okay, no problem. And it went from there. It was pretty cool.
All right, so we are halfway through the top 10, guys. How many of them have already been ruined and I played their number one?
Yeah.
A lot of them have. I know Shane's still mad at me that his didn't even make my top 10. It made my honorable mention.
I think people's going to be upset.
But again, you had a lot of dances. Like it was a hard to come up with. I enjoyed doing it. I enjoyed going through them all again and seeing which ones I remember I feel that should be in this list. Again, guys, this is my opinion. Oh, Georgina says her 1 and 2 still hasn't come up yet. Look at her.
What if they don't even make the honorable mention? Uh-oh.
That would be bad. That would be funny but bad.
I don't think so. I think she's close, but I'm not sure how close.
Yeah, I have a feeling my 1, 2, or 3 are probably going to be reversed on a lot of people's. More than likely.
Mm-hmm.
So, number 5, again, I talked earlier about country music. And this dance, when he released this dance, I guarantee you 90% of the people out in the world said, we are never doing a polka in our life. And he released this dance. And let me tell you, you had a whole floor of people doing polka. And it's revolution.
Damn, I scribbled it down, bro, to be in my top 5, but I just went, no, I'll scribble it out. I'll be lucky with the top 3, like 1 to I'm not sure, but Revolution top 5, okay.
So Jason just asked, what were the honorable mentions in 10 and 9? The honorable mentions, Jason, were I Don't Mind, Lay It Back, Tiptoe, Sarah Beth, Listen, and Follow Me. Number 10 was Shady. Number 9 was Light a Candle. This one was hard. I went through when I was listening to the thing. I love this dance. I love, like you, I'm a huge country music fan. Great track. It was one of the ones, and I feel when you, like I said, when you do country, people don't always necessarily look at it as country. And when you release this, you had an entire floor. Everywhere I've seen you teach it, do country.
It was cool to do country. It was cool to do a polka also.
Yes.
And I think I kind of had a double mind when I was teaching this because World Dance Masters was going ahead with the polka and East Coast Swing Year.
Yep.
And I thought, you know what? I found this song that like gives me goosebumps through the chorus, and when she sings them high notes, I was like, I got to do something to this. So as well as I thought it was going to be a competition thing, I thought I could make it a crossover and get people into a little bit more country, feel good about themselves, and give them a polka, which is going to be a workout. So why do I have to do make it shake? Let's just do a polka and sweat.
Right? When I used to compete in couples dancing, it always baffled me the order because they always would start it with 222 and then polka, and I'm like, I don't dance 222, and I'm like why? I go, because first thing in the morning, why are you going to want to start off slow? I go, polka, boom, let's get that energy going right off the bat. Let's go flying right off the bat. Let's get that energy up. So I always would just skip 222 and not dance 222 because, again, love the music, not a fan of the dance always. But polka, I love me a good polka. Always love me a good polka.
Yeah, it's polka music just makes you feel happy. Good polka music just makes you feel happy. And I just done a World Dance Masters live technique class on the polka. Actually, was one of my weeks. And Nicola put together like a little polka playlist. And man, I just felt good listening to the music.
It did.
I put this on in my car, just drive around listening to it. It was like, yeah, sweet.
Yeah. All right, so number 4. And,
Damn, number 4. There's people going to start freaking out.
They are.
Because
they are. I have a feeling I'm probably going to upset some people. Number 4, you debuted this last year. That at least I saw it for the debut, and the video I'm going to use is from World Dance Masters 2019. And you weren't even up in the Spanish Hall. They put you down in the arena for this one. and you packed the place, and it was I have a hard time picking, like, if I had to pick the top 3 workshops I thought for the weekend, this was definitely one of the top 3, and it's where'd it go? Where'd my video go? Here it is. It's Soul Shake.
Yeah.
This dance, let me tell you, me and Connor stood on the top of the stairs in the back at the beginning of this class, and we don't know how they fit everybody in this room. This place was packed. Luckily, I was able to go through some back doors to get up where I was, because I couldn't get through.
Man, Soul Shake. That feeling will not leave me in a hurry. Being in World Dance Masters in the arena down with Michelle, and I just stood on the stage for one point, and I looked back right up to where you're saying you were standing, like on that raised level and the next raised level, and there was people dancing on the balconies and on the carpet and in between the table, and I was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
What is happening? This hasn't happened before. And you know, if I'm honest, right? If I'm really honest, I didn't want to create a dance that was going to be too much stress for anybody to follow. And I wanted to fall in that like kind of improver, but they want to step into the intermediate level, but I labeled it intermediate. A lot of people said I should have done it improver, but I thought, you know what? This rock and roll music, it makes me feel happy. I played it for Niels. I was in, Portland. And me and Niels were sharing a room, and I said, Niels, look, this is my 2 tracks I'm going to choreograph for World Dance Masters. This is my improver thought. This is the track I'm going to do. He goes, oh my gosh, that is wow. That's going to be a good little improver dance. Turned out I'd done a few more extra steps than I should have done. So it was intermediate. So it did work for its purpose, and I thought it would fit where I needed to do the workshop, and I thought, you know what, maybe to cheer them up and have a bit of rock and roll old school, let's go Soul Shake.
It was great. The atmosphere in this room during this class was unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
It was a memory definitely that'll stick. It definitely will stick for sure.
So we hit the top 3 guys. How many still have their pick left?
I'm going to say not many would have put Soul Shake in there just because, but you mixed the bag up there.
It was close, but the 3 dances left. The 3 dances left. The next one might take a lot of people out. My number 3 might take a lot of people out of the running. Number 3, and this was hard going back, and I had to go back through and watch a lot of dances that every dance that I've seen that I remember you doing, and all the dances I loved, the songs I've loved, and how I feel that they came across and went through. And number 3, a lot of people are probably going to pick as what the number 1 should be. And I think Fred knows what dance is coming now. Again, same event as Soul Shake. And right now, it's probably my favorite dance being done right now that's been written in the last year. But my number 3 is Limelight. When he played this track and the vibe in this room, let me tell you, I don't know if I think this might have been. There's 2 times I know the Spanish Hall got quiet. When Simon did Reminisce, and he was crying at the end of Reminisce, and when they danced this, I don't know if I've heard the Spanish Hall that quiet before. The only thing you heard was the music, and when if Fred had the microphone and would say anything about the dance, but you couldn't hear a peep.
Yeah, chills.
Yeah. Jason said he's offended that this is number 3. I said right now this is probably my favorite, but again, there are more. Don't worry, the top two are coming.
You are definitely rattling some cages tonight.
I am. Well, I rattled the cages last week when I did Guyton's. It was awesome. But again, this is my opinion. This is what I think. And yes, Kersey, you did disagree at number 10. But this dance, and if you've ever heard Fred tell the story about the song, whew, it describes what everybody goes through that lives on the road. That pretty much is on the road, nonstop, and pretty much it is.
Yeah, it's definitely a song that still gives me goosebumps. And like I said, I've probably told the story a lot of the time, but it used to come on all the time when I was flying, coming back from an event, going to an event, and it just kept popping in. And the lyrics just fitted to where my brain space was at that time. And it just felt like, when you're feeling that little like overwork, burnout, or whatever you were feeling at the time, and it was just get up and go, get up and go. Uh-huh. And the lyrics to the track, so if people start to listen to the track a little bit more, and put the steps and the track together, it kind of hits a little different note than just doing the dance. So I hope they give it a chance to learn. I did label it advanced. I don't think it's a super hard dance. I'm honest, but I like to be a little fair. I think a lot of people probably see some of my dances and just go, "Oh, it's advanced. I'm not doing it." But this one, I thought, you know what? I'll put it as an advanced nightclub and see what happens. But to be fair, a lot of people learned it, so I'm really chuffed.
It packed the floor here. It packed the floor at the experience. And yes, Georgina, Fred is dancing in his socks. You can see his shoes in the background. And yeah, Jason, Kelly just said, point out, you can't be that mad. You're in the video that I decided to use. You're in the front little corner. This is the year you came over after your win. Oh, yeah. And I got to teach there that weekend. So, yeah.
And him and Debbie were down the back correcting my tag.
And so is, and Julie just goes, "Oh my God, I'm in the video. I'm on the video." Yep, Julie, you're right there in the video too. So, again, a lot of people will probably say number one right now. This is my favorite dance out right now. The song, everything about it, love this track. But as far as dances he's done all time, this hits number 3. Number 2.
Damn.
Number 2.
Bro, I've two written down. I wrote beside one name and I said ? Top 3. So you haven't said it. And the one that I've written like an exclamation mark beside is my number 1 choice that I think you will choose. I'm not saying it's mine. I'm saying where Kelly's brain would be. So let's see. Let's see with the 2.
Is a choreography. I feel when they wrote this dance, I think it was right up there with the type of dance like Angel that Guyton released. Nobody saw it coming. Out of these 2 instructors. Uh-oh. Got an echo there.
I'm good. I can hear you.
All right. So, number 2. And Georgina just guessed it. Number 2. The song is by Daughtry. It is Fred and Darren's Witness.
Oh.
He's breathing heavy. This was close to my number 1. It was a close one. First off, I love the track. The track was amazing. And again, the next one when you did it, when y'all released this, when I saw you teach it at Big Bang. I don't know if anybody saw this coming out of you two at this moment. It was a different style of dance that a lot of dances that were being released. That's why I said this is kind of like this was right up there when Guyton released Angel. Guyton was so used to dancing the pop, the thing, and then all of a sudden, boom, this comes out as out of y'all two, and there was like, whoa.
Yeah. Dude, we were in Sweden. So let me just I'm gonna ramble on a little bit.
Go ahead.
So Darren,
Go ahead.
away back when, Darren give me a call to get all of this started. To be honest, the choreography on the social scene get to work. So Darren gave me a call to join him at an event in Sweden where he usually had another dance partner who choreographed with him, but couldn't make it. So called me and says, "Dude, need some help. Can you come for a week? Sweden. It's like a big country joint. It's like in the middle of nowhere. Literally, phenomenal place. I think it's not the Hacienda. Oh my gosh, Hacienda is the new place. High Chaparral it's called. And he goes, dude, come for a week. Let's see what happens. So Trespassin was the first one that we kicked out, and it blew up. Shortly after that, the same event, me and Darren work on for the week. We're staying in this little log cabin, and he goes, dude, will we choreograph a dance? So we're throwing through some music. This acoustic version, Daughtry singing this one, because it's not the one he actually released, because it was a little bit faster. This one was the slowed down version.
Right.
Oh man, the two of us just literally sat in silence and started to choreograph it. It just started to fit. And by the end of that event was done, we were pretty much done, finished, recorded. We previewed for the people who were there, and the reaction just told us everything. And we just went, okay, they like it, they like the song, they like the steps. Let's see how it goes in the social world. It was like, oh, man.
It was absolutely phenomenal. Again, I have a lot of people like, what are you... Jason, he's offended that Witness or Limelight was not number one. Again, these were my top 10 that I felt was most influential. That leaves me with number one. So I'm kind of curious now. What was your guess?
Will I write it here? If it's not there, it's really bad. Can you read that?
That is there, and that was a very good guess. You're right. Number one that I felt was the most influential, and Fred actually guessed it, was Off the Chain, and I felt this really like everyone knew Trespassing. Everyone saw that come out a thing. But when you release this, I think the world just was like, yes. They were just... It was right after this, I started seeing you everywhere. I think for a while there, I saw you more than Georgina did.
That was probably true. Yes, bro, that was true. Yeah, Off the Chain was a random call, but good call. I like it. I thought that's where you were going.
Well, so I wanted to say I did this as the top 10 most influential. Is how I thought people saw it. Again, everyone, when you released this, everyone knew who you were. Yes, because of Trespassing, but when you released this, your name hit every radar known to man. And I feel when this was released, it took a lot of things for you to a different level, in my opinion. Again, my opinion on my top 10. Trust me, guys, I know I left off lots of dances. I'm sure people are already saying it, because I've seen some dances pop up that weren't even a thing. I know Groovy Love did not make my list. I'm sorry. Blaze of Glory was a close one, and I love me some Bon Jovi, and it made World Dance Masters Rock Show great. But this dance, and the reason being is it's just not an event dance either. Like Brandon just put in the thing, My Country Bar loved this one. I don't know a single country bar in the state of Florida that I've been to besides of maybe Roundup in Davie, Florida, but every bar in Orlando, I think, has done it.
Wow.
It gets done at the barn. You can be at a non-dance event and still see this dance done. And it's not a country dance, but it's just that infectious.
Wow.
Georgina
Yeah.
says, honestly, this dance gets on my nerves. Don't tell Fred, haha, he already knows. But I guessed it as my number one. Georgina, you're getting good at this, guessing what I'm going to pick.
She probably will tell you that's the event where I probably met her, was Eurodance. So that's probably why the song gets on her nerves, is because it reminds her of that time that I actually met her. So she's like, damn it, stupid song, reminds me I could have got away.
And like Jesse just said, yes, this is the one that put Fred in my follow list. This dance, when you released it, it made you like blow up, in my opinion, at least here in the States. A lot you end up, I think right after this, between the 2-year period of time, I think I saw you and Shane a total of like 13 times in 2 years between the two of you guys. I would look like every other event I was seeing one of you or both.
Oh man. Yeah, I put it down to Big Dave. He gave me a call and he said, bro, there's a slot open in an advance room. I need you to do something funky. Can you do it? Eurodance. I was like, yeah, dude, book me a flight. I'm on my way. And I kind of choreographed it in my mum and dad's like living room in front of the telly. I had the track on. I think my sisters were actually just watching me going, what are you doing? Kind of one of them like strange looks. And I thought to myself, I actually did have this thought, and I went, this song actually pushes the limits on what will be played by a DJ. Am I going to get in trouble? And I thought, you know what? You've nothing to lose. What are you doing? Just do it.
Do it.
So the tune felt good, the backbeat felt good, and I just done a little bit of fun. If I was ever to re-choreograph it, you'd change things always. But this dance, like you say, for myself and my own name, because usually I said big props to Daza. He's a brother to me. So at the start, me and Darren literally worked side by side, done events side by side constantly. And then this just happened to creep up. I'd done this dance by myself, and it just happened to, like you just said, take me on a journey that hasn't stopped to this moment, So
right.
I got a props to your dance, to Off the Chain, to the people who wanted to dance to a little bit of innuendo music, give you a thought process of, do I really shake my butt? Should I not?
Big Jim says next week I should do a top 10 underappreciated Fred dances, and Shane goes, yes, tiptoe. And Shane also put, with all the abuse I give Fred, I forget he has some good dances out there.
Wow. You should, oh my gosh. You know what? Even though he's on, I'm going to plug. Me and Shane's just finished a new dance yesterday. Oh, damn.
I'm scared.
It's not mega hard. It's a little bit like accessibility to Off the Chain. So it's the same accessibility level, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The track's pretty cool. Different. Nothing's out there at the moment like this. So let's see.
So they'll be teaching that this Sunday, guys, at their little event they're doing on Cyber Sessions.
Oh yeah. You're so queued up, bro. How does this happen? It's like, yeah, just do it. I love it. Advertising and everything. I'm loving this, bro. This is cool. But Shane's probably go, don't tell him the song. Don't tell him any information. Okay, I won't. Dang it.
So, just out of curiosity, who do you think I should do next?
Damn. What are you looking for? Are you looking real hard work to find like a hard top 10?
You know me. I love what I do. So
I think you would really struggle to pinpoint
10 dances.
No, two people. I think their top 10 could be very different with a lot of people's opinion. One would be Daza, one would be Darren Bailey.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
There's a lot of people who's been on your show commenting and saying, oh, I love his stuff, but I like his choice of music, but I love his country stuff. So you're going to mix a lot of people up right there.
I will. and with the way I look at things, yeah, I will.
I think Daza has, and again, like I say, he's been doing choreography for quite a number of years. I do think catching some of his top 10 would be like, oh man, really? I forgot that one. Oh damn, yes, I do that one. It's going to be one of them. And actually, someone like out of the ballpark, like I could say Sheehan and stuff, and I think you would just kind of stress him out a little bit because it wouldn't be his top 10, and you would have argument on the chat, which would be entertaining for us. So you can do Sheehan's top 10, but I do think if you were to do the likes of like Scott or come on. Well, you're never going to please him because he'll just want to argue with you every one you choose. But the people's option of Scott's top 10 would be fun. The people's option of Rachel's top 10 would be fun. But there's just a list, and then you go, oh, people are shouting at me. Dude, you have.
Yeah, I have a lot of people I can still do. Also, I know you tuned in a little late last night. Last night, guys, thank you for tuning in for my choreography challenge we did live on the air. Your name came up quite a few times.
If I was to say I was watching the whole time, I just didn't comment because some of the stuff that you were saying, I just didn't want to battle you guys.
Oh, no. For the record, it was Shane talking about his golf game.
Exactly. So I had to chime in and just tell him, oi, tell the truth now.
So, but one idea some people came up with, and I kind of liked it, was a battle of the couples, having you and Georgina choreograph against Amy and Darren.
Yeah. No, Georgina's probably shouting down at me. No, we're not doing it. With lockdown, it's been a challenge by itself with the newly married couple to throw us in the mix with trying to choreograph in the heat of a 1 hour. I think this might disappear.
But y'all have a little bit of an advantage. Y'all are at least in the same room.
I'm thinking I'm going to decline for now, in the nicest way possible.
No worries, bro.
Because the people are now going to go, oh, really?
Don't worry. So my other question though is, would you come on if it wasn't Georgina?
No.
No, you still won't come on.
No, right, so now I'm going to be political. And this means it's going to get a little bit weird. And you're like, you just asked me to come on. Just be nice. I think, maybe even I said in the comments, I find, and like last night with Debbie and Tim, they were trying to create a dance, and I get it because it's under the hour, but they were trying to create a dance under the pressure, so the quality...
Right.
They were not happy with the quality that they were producing to a song that they didn't want to waste. And I find sometimes, this, if you're choreographing, it needs to be the right track, it needs to suit, and it needs to go well. If not, you're going to be ashamed of what you do. You're not going to put it out in public, but to do it live and it not to work, and you feel like you're going under pressure and you're just putting anything to it, would you be proud of it at the end? I get what it is. It's a great concept and it's awesome to watch.
Right. Say y'all enjoyed it.
on my personal belief of choreographing dances, I'm not 100% there with that for me. It's great to watch, but not for me to do. But that's just a view from this side. Sorry that I'm getting all technical on that, but that's just a view of mine. Plus, I've just choreographed a new dance with Shane, and I have a dance that I have to release. So I've got a lot of new dances that's probably happening. So people are probably going to shoot me because it's lockdown and they don't want new dances. And then I'm going to have to agree to doing another. I'm like, you know what? I can't win. I'm not going to get in trouble. Just say it how it is. No, I'm going to decline, but I will tune in and watch and give abuse. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. When Daniel sent me the track last night, he goes, I haven't counted out, but I think it's going to be okay. And then I'm like, when they came back, A, B, C, Tim calls it a tag, as Shane will gladly reference. 32 counts is not a tag, it's D. It was a 32 count. He wanted to put an A, B, C with a 32 count tag.
Damn.
So, but the track I actually picked before the first one, it wasn't nowhere near phrase. I think it was 32 all the way through with a restart, the first one. I tried not to pick nothing super complicated, is what I did. And I just wanted to see how they would. A lot of people want to dive into how they're going to work together.
Yeah.
And how dances
It's
are created.
good concept to see how the brain works through the choreography. The end product sometimes might unbalance itself, but it's great to see how the wheels work in the brain. You know how the little hamster runs around and see how it all puts it together. Actually, on that note, Shane McKeever, Lay It Back has a tag of 80 counts.
He just wrote that. As you were saying that, he literally typed that. Oh, that's hysterical. Oh, so I think Tim might be okay with this 32 count tag. We'll make sure to give him that memo.
Tim taught that in Streamline. He should have been able to literally throw it back in his face. He should have just went, I taught one of your dances with an 80 count tag, bro.
But you were also on that dance.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And you didn't stop him either.
I didn't say anything. Nope, not commenting on that.
Oh,
See,
man.
If you say something, you're going to get in trouble. Damn it. Oh, crazy. Oh, man, people are going to be like, oh, what is actually happening? I thought I was in here for a top 10. Oh, crumbs.
So
that was a fun 16 that you found.
Do what? That was a good 60. I turned around and I went through and I was like, okay, what should the top 10 be? And I went back and forth on a couple of them of where I should place them, and it was tough. It was tough. The top 3, figuring out the order of the top 3 was very tough. The middle was actually pretty easy for me. The 5 through 8, 5 through 9 wasn't hard, and then the 10. Which dances of all those odd ones I thought that were right there on the cusp. What should make the 10th and what should be in the honorable mention? That was a hard line to draw. But I had the top 3 the entire time. That was definitely my top.
I mentioned to Georgina, knowing Kelly, he likes West Coast swing. He might choose Crash, but I wasn't sure. And then I was like, because he's a country lover, he might do Just a Phase, and I wasn't sure. And I was like, you know what? He's actually messing with my head. I don't know what he's going to choose because it's your view. So I was like, oh man, just guess.
Yeah, I do love my country, so it was definitely. I knew a couple of country tracks would be up there. That was for sure. Hands down, Witness has been one of my favorite dances you've ever written. Limelight is definitely right now my favorite dance, and then I couldn't go wrong with Off the Chain. So
I wonder why. Eh?
But thank you for coming on and talking to me about the dances I chose. It was a fun time. So I hope everyone at home enjoyed it. Again, guys, my opinion. Sorry if I ruffled some feathers.
I'm not sure I want to see the comments.
Oh, trust me, because last week someone sent me, it was Chris sent me at Guyton's last Newcastle, they did a top 10 list. My top 10 of nowhere near match Newcastle's. Not even close. They had Natural Selection at number 9 and I had it at number 1. So, But I'll be coming up with someone to do next week, guys. Also, I'm still looking to figure out who to do in my choreography challenge next week, so tune in for that. No show tomorrow. Enjoy the 3-day weekend. Saturday, you got Rob Glover's virtual fusion thing on his V5 and V6. Madison Glover's on there, Danny Kelly Albro, a couple other instructors, Rob Fowler, of course. Make sure to tune into that. You're going to see some new stuff coming up on there because we have a channel. V7 is going to be 7 Hour Media. We're going to bring in a bunch of stuff from the USA. So tune in for more updates on that. And then on Sunday, don't forget the Cyber Sessions, Fred and Shane.
Cyber Sessions, Fred and Shane.
Hour with Fred, hour with Shane, and then they're going to do it one together, and they're going to release their new dance. So make sure to go over and check that out. I think, tomorrow's the last day to sign up?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow is the last day to register. It's only, £10 pounds?
Yes, sir.
That's what I thought. So thank you, Fred, for joining me. It was a great show, like always. Guys, have fun. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday.